Yeah. There goes number 90, right up ahead.
Yes, I see all the smoke. Hi, Uncle Chief.
Getting along in Strasburg.
Yeah. What do you see? What do you see up ahead?
How we doing, folks?
Let's see. 475's not feeling so well after you. Now he needs to rebuild in 1994 to 2003. So number 475 still needs a boiler ejector. Now the ejector, it advises you to put water into the boiler. Okay?
That's it.
See the station?
Yeah.
Please keep off. Quick.
Running two trains today.
You will see the engine. Look at the
Maybe I was just thinking you saw it.
I saw a diesel.
The option to do it. Doesn't mean you didn't. Had the accident.
Oh no.
Control or something. And
When's that happen?
happened a couple of years ago.
Still on the confederate running?
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Did Eric watch the video? Did they have a video of it?
There were many videos, many people took them.
Like the video 475 hitting. There it is, the regiment.
That's nice.
Man.
So this is the Marion car, right?
This is the Marion car.
Equipment, with us now owning 6 different steam locomotives, 2 diesels, 2 Plymouths, as well as a motor car. We also have over 20 different passenger cars, ranging anywhere from open air to coach, diner, lounge, parlor, as well as a president's car from the Philadelphia and Reading Railroad. We also have an antique freight set we use on the line for photo charters, in addition to an active freight service that still helps the community of Strasburg and the farmers of the immediate area.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Swift chairs. So it's a little more comfy.
Coming into view on the left-hand side of our train are some large gray buildings.
Yeah.
These buildings belong to the Esmond Shade Turkey Farm. It is billed as one of the oldest turkey farms in all of the United States, as verified by Poultry World magazine. It's a very busy place, especially during the months of November and December, where it's a great place not to be a turkey on that farm, due to that you would be gobbled up.
Well, of course, we were in the gift shop and look at what you picked out, you know. And so you're going to watch this and make skits, but
We'll say,
I don't think 475 is going to be running this weekend.
475, Eric.
I think it's
What
in the engine
happened?
shed.
What did it do?
Well, I couldn't see it in until you got down to the engine shed, but they couldn't get in, blocked off. But Eric saw number 89 in the engine shed. Oh, he did? When we were leaving the station.
In case you're wondering about the speed of our train, it's a very simple matter. The earliest timetable we ever found for our line was in the Strasburg newspaper, dated August 10, 1852. We still follow that same basic schedule to this day, so if you ever wonder, how fast did Grandpa travel? Well, this is it. Definitely somewhere under 60 miles an hour. If everyone can do us a big favor, please no one disembark our train while we're moving and run past the engine. It does upset the engineer. Esmond Shade Crossing is next. Esmond Shade.
Really? So is he like 475? Is he like 475 better than 90?
Because for a while, number 90 was in the engine shop, and then there was one trip today, and I remember we were sitting there by the ticket booth, and we heard the whistle, and he said, "It's number 90." I said, "Oh, I don't think so. It's number 90 is in the engine shed." And sure enough, it was the whistle. It's like, here's the sound.
Happy joining us today to enjoy steamer on the road to paradise.
I guess he
Take
started
a moment to examine the cars you're riding in today.
videos.
The cars you're riding cost $250,000 each to restore their present condition. The antique look of these cars is not just for show. Our cars range anywhere from 1896 to 1913. The cast iron stoves you see in all the cars are not just for show either. We use those stoves in the cold weather months to keep these cars nice and warm. The locomotives pulling our train today cost around $1 million just to restore to operational condition. And we spend about $25,000 a year to keep them in safe and reliable order.
Where's the re-enactment?
Now, this is very much accomplished thanks to the tickets that we purchased back at East Stratford Station.
That was less than last one. Takes a year to get these things in working order.
On the right-hand side of our train often visits is Route 741. It was originally a Conestoga wagon trail that opened in 1710. It ran from Philadelphia to the Indian Outpost just west of Harrisburg. The old stone house coming into view on the right-hand side of our train was originally built in 1710.
Yeah. They get fully into character.
Side of our train. It may just be a barren field right now, but soon we'll turn into the amazing corn maze. Every year the layout of that maze changes, and every year I still manage to get lost in there myself. Last year, it took me 2 whole days just to find my way out. I really should have taken the map they offered to give me at the start of the maze. Cherry Hill Crossing is next. Cherry Hill.
Well, aside from the Battle of Shrew Farms.
Is that my scramble?
Guys, are we all here in the same group?
We are.
Alright guys, once you're ready, get some nice
Growing quantities of lumber and biodiesel fuel for the farmers, as well as export their grain as far away as Canada. The 2 tracks next to that are used by Amtrak for the Keystone Corridor service. These 3 tracks come together to make up what's left of the old main line. With the interchange leading up there.
Oh yes, and that's why I said to you, because I mean, years ago, Victoria came on a ride with us. You were saying that last time you were here, like in 2021, and she had on like a sundress jeans. Something through that about her, like my raincoat. Of course, he was swimming on her, but it was just number 90. Don't forget about us. Bye, number 90. So it's very heated. It's 90 degrees outside.
It's be a long walk back.
I had, so of course I have 3 different
See you,
shoots
number
to 3
90.
different days this weekend. But,
Here it comes.
This brewery, Bespoke Brewery.
Yeah, we passed it coming in here.
And I actually got a cider that sounds tasty all like waters.
Really?
Their cider, yeah. That's good.
Look out! Look out!
Well, look at
no!
dear.
Oh no! He's going too fast! He's going too fast! Eric, no! Oh no! Stop! Oh, that was a close one.
last time it wasn't that bad.
Time to couple up. Trisha, we're gonna take it. Wow, like a glove.
I was gonna ask earlier, normally, they now hurry up, they just feeling stuff off here, they have someone hang out there. But I guess it's for this. Because I thought here was sort of stolen.
Passengers not allowed to walk between cars while being lit. That's like you can run all around here, Eric.
No, but then you wouldn't be close to number 90. So
Oh yeah.
that's
Closer to number 90, the better.
You gotta stay close to number 90. So that's what you really want. That's what the cool thing about these with cars is that it's really nice. They have a nice swivel chair, the coach swivel chairs, but not right by the train.
Just staring at the back of this train.
But that's why we did two rides on this one, and I wanted you guys to see the other car. It's really nice.
Yeah.
This is his favorite. And it's comfortable enough.
So happy. Kevin's mom is not here. like to go wrong. Except why in the world did an text go wrong?
I don't know why. It was just one of those things. It was all kind of exciting. It was up there at 11, the place jumped up, and then somebody forgot to set up the weights, and instead of going straight on the track, you hear the guy yell, look at all the reenactors are looking at the train going by.
Is there a little? Yeah, she's got the thing out.
We can go by the number 2,
Number 2.
can't we? Okay.
Yeah, plastic.
This is a lot of the Union soldiers are roaming around.
What do they have here? What's in the black car?
I don't know, Eric.
I don't think we can go over there. I don't think you're allowed to cross this road. No.
DD1s are upstairs.
I read somewhere recently.
Pretty cool.
Hello. Hey Joe, are you here? Oh, are you down by? Oh, there you are. I see you. Hello.
nice.
That was good.
That's nice.
That was nice.
Except for
I'll take a picture of you.
Oh yeah,
Are you a baby?
Are you a baby or a big
Tell
girl?
him right now, are you a baby?
Are you a baby or are you a big girl?
Are you a baby?
on the track side. Just so yeah, we're gonna be up there. They're all up there. So you guys are gonna stay back. Yeah. No, but I'm really on the map. I don't know where they are. We'll work it out. You're our guy. You get us all safe. Next car. That's what I wanted to ask. Yeah, I want you guys on the far west end. Yeah, Trace. I am. You didn't ask me. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Local distillery up there.
Aboard the Strasburg Railroad. We're about to clock back about 150 years ago to the time of the Civil War. Just before we get underway today, we do ask everyone to please remain inside the cars for us at all times. Do not stick any heads, arms, feet, or legs outside the train for us at any time. As there are obstructions and close plates along our line, and we don't want anyone to get hurt. If any objects fall from the side of the train, the Strasburg Railroad is not responsible for the retrieval of the items. If you've opened any windows, please make sure they are securely fastened with the latch. We don't want any of our windows to drop.
Order something I like.
What do you like?
Chicken,
no chicken. Just don't shoot us.
Are you a federal?
Huh?
Are you a Yank?
Yank.
Not yet. Eric, have you seen him? You did see him? Which way did he go?
Lincoln?
that way.
Which way did Lincoln go?
Where did
Probably
Lincoln
the other
go?
way. Did he go that way?
Up here.
You went up there? Who's the bad guy? You turned the time.
She's got yogurt all over her.
Like, I think
It's whole milk.
close your eyes.
I'll just have a water.
This is in Johnson.
They all died of heart attacks.
Welcome to Strasburg Railroad's Civil War days. As we begin our journey, let's talk about and what we'll see. Heroes are always fought in systems of fire and even silver and gold. Towns like Mark and Mechanicsburg for ransom. The residents of civilians in their wagons and carriages, fighting with arrows, fled ahead of the dusty gray columns of Alpine hills. Meanwhile, units of the Union Army of the Potomac was tramping north at the gunpoint. Spread thin across
Did you guys sleep in the tents last night?
searching frantically for me to intercept them before it was too late. I'm not in
A lot better than sleeping on the ground.
Well, that's true.
eyes to positions around the trains.
I'll watch him.
Connie had to help me with the color.
You guys match very well. Your colors.
As you look out your windows, searching perhaps in vain for any sight of soul.
You guys
Reason, you like reasons?
Isla.
and dedicated to the
We
proposition
got yellow reasons.
that all men are created equal.
Just take one. This is the Gettysburg Address.
Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate.
Now we're gonna hand to hand.
Oh, it's so scary. Sorry. Excuse me. We're gonna go this way.
I already have tinnitus, so this is just aggravating it.
Get ready. Cover your ears there.
The ones who were able to hide their female. Number 5, Robin.
Oh, hey. You passed me.
Way up there.
Yeah, they move quick.
Yeah, I don't move quick these days.
Well, you're moving faster than me.
Watch where you're going.
Oh, there he is.
And never leave the train at any time unless directed to do so by our crew. There is no smoking or vaping permitted anywhere at any time on our train.
Vic. Vic's a vape guy. Come on here, Lincoln. Come on in. Come on here. Come on in.
The train's coming.
Thank you for your cooperation, and now all aboard for Paradise.
Who's that?
Who's Governor Grady?
Who is that?
Whoa, cool.
Oh, that's not Abe.
Don't shoot in the trains. No shooting in the train, guys. Oh, the guys.
This guy's gonna shoot.
Can you remind them?
Welcome to the Strasburg Railroad's Civil War days. As we begin our journey, let's talk a little about where we're going and what we'll see.
Look at Abe. Isla.
Wars are always fought in somebody's backyard. For most of our war between the states, that meant the South. But in the early summer of 1863, when Lee's Confederate Army of Northern Virginia poured into Pennsylvania from behind the screen of the Blue Ridge Mountains, it was our turn to bear the brunt of the fighting, right here in the breadbasket of the North. The war had raged for 2 years already. It wasn't supposed to last nearly that long, but superheated by decades of sectional hatred and finger pointing, what began as a fact, local civilians in their wagons
Thank you for letting us cross.
Thank you very much.
local civilians in their wagons and carriages, burdened with valuables, fled ahead of the dusty gray columns of oncoming rebels. Meanwhile, Meade's Union Army of the Potomac was tramping north at the double quick, spread thin across northern Virginia and western Maryland, searching frantically for Lee to intercept him before it was too late. And right in the very thick of the panic were the most prized possessions of all.
Absolutely.
The trains.
Supporting the cause.
The local folks' engine of escape, and the invaders' road to victory.
Tickets, please. Tickets, please.
But on that road lay the crucial covered bridge across the Susquehanna River at Wrightsville and Columbia. If the locals could disable the bridge before Lee's vanguard reached it, the mile-wide river would force the Confederates to abandon their grand plan. The history books tell us the bridge was burned and the rebels did turn back. As Union forces began closing in, Lee regrouped his army at a small, little-known crossroads town called Gettysburg, and collided there with the Federals on July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in a bloodbath that doomed the South's quest for independence. But what if Lee had reached the bridge intact and continued his march east across Lancaster County? In that case, he might have been cornered and the fate of the Union decided right here in the countryside between Strasburg, Paradise, and Lemon Place. To see for ourselves what that could have looked like, our train ride today is taking us back in time to the very spots where the armies might have clashed. We'll see in Confederate gray Jubal Early's command of regiments from Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia, and Texas. And in Union Blue, under Lancaster's own John Reynolds, units from Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Maine, and Wisconsin. Here we go.
Donkey and a llama and a cow. That's a gang. Is it a cow? Boo. No. Not like that. Good. Good. No ducks in the water. Did you see that sign? National Toy Train Museum?
Yeah, we went there.
Oh, you have there?
Yeah, it's because of the
Oh,
Oh,
horsies.
It's okay. Oh, right there.
There's a cow back there too.
There's the real trains, I think. As long as you're here.
Everybody does.
Real
Yeah.
trains.
I agree. You see one cow? I see a bunch of horses over there.
Oh, there's some more cows behind.
Is there cows over there?
Oh, thank you.
Do you want your water over there?
Thank you so much.
What daddy get?
Thanks drinking beer while pregnant. Oh, terrific. Thank you so much. Oh, look at all those cows. That's nice. You got brown cows, you got black cows. Those are some snoozing cows. So smoky. That's the smoke from engine number 90. This is great. He's got his pick of the seats.
Yeah, he can have these seats too. Yes.
Yeah, you may be right.
Come now, guys. Right? We don't like shooting.
A brief note on safety for all of our guests. Please, while the train is in motion, remain seated. As I'm sure you've noticed, our cars do rock gently, true, but rocking still from side to side as the train moves along our line, and we don't want anyone toppling and hurting themselves. So do please remain seated throughout the ride.
Oh, but there's more guys. You're gonna put some shoes.
Doesn't happen very often.
I see a soft guy walking around. They're not. Maybe they're all. Oh, there's more guys up there though. There's not much guys up there. There's guys up there. I hope they're not going to be shooting. I know all those guys yesterday were shooting. Terrible, wasn't it? Someone shooting yesterday. I don't think they're shooting. You can't wait. There's a resident. Eric likes residents. Very exciting to meet. I can't like it.
Look at the little Amish boys.
Oh, look at them. Like Jebediah.
There's Jebediah.
Yeah, good job.
No, they're not shooting anyone down. Oh, but look, here's a playground. Should we look at the playground? Cherry Crest.
This is fun. On Sunday?
Yeah, let's see. And there's the Amish run. There's the playground over here.
Yeah, I wanted to get those.
Yeah, Victoria looked to get Amish ice cream today. No place will sell it together.
Yeah, every Amish place is
Oh, is that right? Yeah, they work. Or they're in church like all day.
all day.
That's just what you're saying. I remember we don't have formal churches. Like they gather in people's homes.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do their
it's
own.
their church.
Yeah, their church. Yeah.
Yeah, they just.
Let's do that. by the American flag. Blue. Keep that middle forward. That's 1950.
Oh, I know, look, there's little goats. They're so cute.
Oh, baby goat. What does the goat say? Oh, goats. What does the goat say? There we go. Is it baby? She's going somewhere to go make dinner. My daughter is a misogynist, yeah.
She says when she gets back there, right?
Yeah, she also goes up to Victoria and she goes, Mommy, put down the dishes. My daughter is a misogynist. Awesome. Especially after it was like we went like 4 years ago. We were accusing him. Yeah, literally. Because there's no good questions.
My mom was like so into.
Oh my God.
Remember it was fun? And then we did the Santa Claus Christmas ride. And we just did that a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Did you guys do that? It's fun. Yeah, you just it's
the regular
filling the land with cemeteries. And when the armies, blue and gray, savaged each other yet again around Gettysburg in July of '63, thousands more filled row on row of burial graves. By these, that November, Lincoln rose at the dedication to help his listeners bear the unbearable. But in an era when audiences expected and welcomed long-winded, florid speech-making, Lincoln's brief remarks
conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated it, far above our war power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we said.
Seats at a table. It was cozy, shall we say, but.
Oh wait, is this where the baby goats are?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Baby goats here?
Can you see some baby goats? Baby goats, what do baby goats say?
It's funny, Brittany, we were driving over here, we pulled up right behind you at an intersection, and I said, you know, in the DC area, there are lots of rain.
No, I don't think I saw it. When we were in the playground, you obviously parked in the back. Yeah. I saw that. Like, I thought you parked in front. Like, what did you get? Somebody else here. The same car. Yeah. That's got to be the same car. It's the same color, too. I'm sure it is.
We do car shows. the summer, like every Saturday or Sunday.
I bet that guy's there.
Isn't he considered by many American historians to be the worst president we ever had? Well, in President Buchanan's defense, might I point out that he's roundly condemned for not preventing the Civil War. Yet, when he left office on March 4th, 1861, there was no war yet. The shooting war didn't begin until well over a month into the term of his successor, whom I believe some of you might have met today. Now, whether you're convinced by that point...
This is the point when we were riding on that 611, which is so huge that it uncoupled.
Yeah. That's from Chicago, right?
No, that was here.
No, but I mean, that engine's originally from Chicago. You see him come back and do it? Don't see the bells? Come back this way.
When you wave to the conductor?
There's a bell, there's a bell, there's a bell.
Okay, we ready? Let's go. Yeah.